How many face tattoos do you have at this point?
I got about 2 face tattoos at the moment.
And for time reference, it's July 2021 now.
Hmm.
Can you share the meanings behind these face tattoos with us today?
Alright, so the one above my eyebrow right here, that's my company, is Visionary Mob Entertainment. And then this one right here is my neighborhood or the city that I come from, which is Queens, New York. And yeah.
Now, Visionary Mob, where did that name come from?
That's actually a funny story. Like, I had created this company like years ago, and it was off of an acid tab too. Like, I remember my boy had given me an acid tab one time, and like, I was thinking, I was like, damn, like, I need to do something. Like, and this was before rap too. And it just popped into my head during an acid trip, and I just stuck within it, and it sounded good, so that's what I went with.
Is there any particular meaning behind it or just the sound of it?
Just the sound of it, Visionary Mob Entertainment, sounds good, so I stuck with it like that.
And this was something you came up with or somebody coined for you?
No, I came up with this on my own.
And when it comes to the significance of well, let me back that up. Is there any significance on the location of your facial tattoos?
Yeah, cause there be a lot of rappers. All right, not to be like that, but like, if I'm gonna put something permanent on my face, I gotta make sure that it look good. I gotta make sure that it 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 blends in with whatever image, So I just felt like these 2 spots, and that's it. I don't think I'm gonna get any more. I don't know, but these 2 spots specifically, I liked them so.
Any reason why you have one on the right side or one on the left?
Nah, it was just the way it looked. Just put it together, and that's what it was.
Do people mistake any of these face tattoos for something else?
Absolutely. I got a lot of people who think that it's like gang affiliation and shit like that, but it's not. I'm not gang affiliated to put that out there. I'm not gang affiliated. Um, so yeah, I just don't want people to get that mixed up. Like it's not gang affiliated.
Now, aside from people assuming or getting the wrong meaning, do they ever take the tattoo for the wrong thing as far as the wrong item or the wrong shape or something like that? Like, for example, if you had an airplane on your face
Okay.
as a tattoo, do people mistaken it for a dinosaur? That type of thing.
Yeah, I think this one right here, the Q for Queens. When I first got it, everybody was like, "Yo, it looks like a what you call them things on the
A dermal?
yeah, like a dermal or like a mole or like something." But when you get closer to it, you see it. It's not. It don't look like that. Yeah.
What was the order of your face tats?
The order of my face. This one came first, and then I said, cause I had gotten this one. I was good with this one, and then I was like, "Yo, something's missing. Like something's missing." And I just felt like that was the last one. That was the missing piece to this puzzle. You know what I mean? So I did it, and that's what it was.
The very first one, do you remember what age you were?
Very first, I just got these. I just got these like I got this one like a month and a half ago, and then I got this one like maybe 2 weeks ago. So it was like back to back.
Care to share what age you are now?
I'm 22 at the moment right now.
Now, do you have any other tattoos on your body?
Yeah, I got this one right here. Is Get Rich or Die Trying. Obviously 50. He's from Queens. I grew up, looking up to 50 and all that. So that movie meant a lot to me. And I got some initials here. There's my daughter's initials. I got a baby, so I got my daughter's initials here.
What age were you when you had her?
I was about 20. I was 20 years old when I had my daughter.
Your first child?
Yeah, my first child.
Only
And
child
only child.
at this point.
Yeah.
Now, you do have other body tattoos. Which one was your first tattoo ever?
This one right here, the Get Rich or Die Trying, that one was my very first one.
Remember what age that was?
I was 19. I was 19 years old, I believe, when I got those. Like, a lot of people in my family didn't want me to get tattoos. They just didn't, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know what? I went against the grain. I got the tattoos, and we're here today. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Do what you want.
Ever had a chance to meet 50 Cent?
Nah, nah. I've never gotten the chance, but that would be amazing.
Was
For
that
real.
was that your favorite rapper?
No, that's not my favorite rapper, unfortunately, but he is somebody of significance in my neighborhood. So we do look up to 50. We look up to a lot of people in my neighborhood, specifically if they come from where we come from, you know.
Ever crossed paths with his family members or anything in the neighborhood?
No, but I have came across Nas. I know Nas. I believe Nas is from Queens too. He's from Queensbridge, and you know, I don't want to get into more details or whatever, but it was at a basketball game. He probably don't even remember whatever though.
When it comes to your face tattoos, did you use the same tattoo artist for all the face tattoos?
No, all the tattoos that I have are different. Different tattoo artists. You know.
Ever met a tattoo artist that would not tat your face?
Yeah, I met like yo. I'm not even gonna front with you. I met like 6 people who did not want to do it, and my boy did it for me, and then there was another guy who did it who agreed, but it was a lot of people who said no. Like, yo, you're gonna ruin, you gonna ruin. That's the career killer, all that. You feel me?
Now, would you offer him more money? Would you
Yeah.
offer him extra money?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Cause I needed to. I really this was something I was thinking about for years. And I'm not capping for years, man. I was thinking about this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're here. They did it.
Now, this acid trip, was that your first time ever on it?
Yeah, it was. And I was actually with my ex-girlfriend at the time when I was going through all of that. And it was pretty amazing, man. I'm not even gonna front with you. I don't do it often. I'm not into like, a lot of psychedelics. I don't do it often. I only did it once, and then I think I did shrooms like 2 times. But that's 2 times in like 5 years or like 6 years. You know? So
But the acid trip was the first,
yeah, that was
and then the shrooms came after that.
yeah.
And what did you take for the acid trip again? I'm sorry.
I took a tab. I took a tab that my boy had given me, and it was real shit. It was like a real tab, cause there are tabs out there like if it tastes weird, that's a fake tab. That's not a real tab. If it doesn't taste like anything and it hits you, that's a real LSD. You know.
And what was that experience like? Can you take me back through that moment? Is it something you feel right away? Like
No,
just
it's what's crazy. I had hallucinations on my acid trip, and I remember I was laying down and I saw a bat flying like that with a burning skull, and I couldn't believe. I wasn't scared of it or whatever, but it was like quite interesting to see like what the mind can do. You know what I mean? It's pretty insane.
so what's happening? You take the tab, you digest it,
Yeah,
and then you just sit there and wait it out.
yeah. You wait it out, and then you start to feel like effects. It's kind of like weed. Like when you smoke weed, you start to feel like that calmness start to set in. It's kind of like that, but at a more intense level, depending on your dosage. You know what I mean?
And are you doing this on your couch? Are you in your bed? Are you in?
I was at my ex's house when I had did that. I was on a sofa, just chilling, and I did it. And I was scared too. I was like, yo, if I died. But nah, I mean, I didn't die, so it was all good, you know.
Whose idea was this?
That was my idea. We kids, we curious, early on, and like you want to always be curious. So that's what I did, and I did it, you know.
So this wasn't spontaneous. This was premeditated. You knew you wanted
Yeah,
to do it.
it's definitely premeditated. I was thinking about this for a long time.
And your ex-girlfriend took one too.
No, she didn't take anything. She was taking care of me, but I was fine. I mean, but
She knew you were about to do it, and
yeah. She was kind of nervous, but like, you know what? Like, it is what it is. Like, we have to go forth into things, or else you'll never know. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like my mentality going into doing the things that I do, you know.
Did you have sex while you were on the trip?
Yes, I did. I had sex with my ex-girlfriend on acid, and it was quite amazing.
What was the difference between having sex normally compared to being on this trip? Any difference?
Well, well, yeah, I mean, there was a huge difference because it's more of you're high, so it's a different feeling, and I could explain it the most. It's kind of like being high on weed, just with hallucinations. That's all it is, and I'm assuming you guys know what sex on weed feels like. So it's like that's how it feels a little bit. Good.
Now, I'm going to get a little bit more detailed
Okay.
if you're open to it, but when it comes to, your genitals and things like that, is it a harder time to get it up? Is it harder time to,
Uh,
finish the deal on it or compared to, not being on it?
that's a good question. No, yeah, it was very hard to finish because of how high I was. But the experience, I was enjoying it. I got it up, but finishing was hard. That was hard because my mind was just everywhere. And then I was looking at like what I had said, the burning demon, the flying bat demon. It was just weird, bro.
That happened
Weird.
while you were having sex, or this you
Yeah,
already had it before you had sex and it was just kind of
it was coming
bugging
in
you?
and out. But during sex, I saw it a lot. I saw it during sex a lot. It was weird.
How long did the entire trip last for?
That trip lasted for about like 4 hours. It wasn't a lot. 4 or 5 hours about that.
Was it something you could turn off at all or no?
No, no. Can't turn that off. Once you win there, you win there. And you got to tell yourself too. You got to be mentally prepared and tell yourself, that I'm high, and this is gonna pass. It's not something that's gonna be forever. Sometimes, people are crazy sometimes, but stay safe. Take one tab, two tabs. You know.
And what age were you again when you did this trip?
This trip, I was young, man. I was like 17. I was 17 years old, 18. Yeah.
What was your ex-girlfriend's thoughts after the whole entire ordeal? Was she one of those types of people that was like, never do this again? Or what? What did she think of your experience? And
She was okay with it. She was okay with that, but there were certain things that she wasn't okay with. But that specifically, she didn't really care about that because it was just acid, it wasn't anything that I was like super into, you know what I mean?
And two more questions here. Did you end up finishing the deal when it came to sex, or?
No, I did. It was hard, but I did. I ended up finishing, and it was, but yeah, yeah.
And I know this was a one-time thing as far as the tab. Would you do the tab again, or for you it's just
No,
a one-time thing and that was it?
it was a one-time thing. I wouldn't do tabs. I'd probably do shrooms.
Why wouldn't you do tabs again?
I believe tabs are man-made, and don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it, but I believe anything that comes from God should be ingested. So shrooms it fits into that category. So and choose God over everything.